Good afternoon, student of class 9th. Today we are going to see the next part of the chapter, The Rain on the Roof. In the previous class, we saw the introduction of the author and the introduction of the chapter. We also saw the summary of the poem. In today's class, we will see stanza wise stanza explanation of the poem along with the literary devices used in each stanza. I hope you have got some ideas about the poem. The poem, The Rain on the Roof, is all about the feelings and emotions of the poet that he had when he listens the raindrops falling on his roof. The poet is lying in his bed chamber and he is listening the sounds of the drops that are falling on his roof. And when those raindrops are falling on his roof, along with those musical sounds, there comes a lot of memories and recollections and imagination in the mind of the poet. And at the same time, the poet also recollects the memories that he has spent with his mother. So let us see the stanza wise explanation of the chapter. First of all, we'll start from the stanza number 1. When the humid shadows hover all over the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. We'll see the difficult words. In the first line, the poet has used when the humid shadows hover. Here, humid shadows stands for the clouds which are laden with the water. Hover means to move at a particular place or to remain at a particular place. Over the starry spheres. Starry spheres stands for the sky, and bliss means happiness. Patter, it is the sound of raindrops falling on the roof. Let us see the explanation. The poet is saying that when the humid shadows hover, here humid shadows refers to the dark clouds which are full of the water. The poet is saying that when the sky is full of the clouds which are moisture laden and full of water are about to bring rain. When such clouds hover round in the sky all over the starry spheres, at that time huge clouds which are full of moisture move around in the sky, and the sad darkness of the night is wiped off by the raindrops which seem like tears falling from the sky. The poet is comparing the raindrops to the tears, and he says that the dark sky, which seems to be very sad, it appears as if it is crying, and the raindrops are tears shed by it. He adds that it is great happiness to lie in the bed of his room and listen to the sound made by the raindrops. So you see, in the first stanza, the poet has expressed that when he is lying in his bed. So in the first stanza, you saw that the poet is expressing his happiness when he sees the humid clouds hovering in the sky, and he says that it is really a bliss, it is really a great happiness to see and hears the raindrops falling over his roof. Now we will talk about the literary devices that has been used in this stanza. The first literary device that has been used in the stanza is alliteration. First of all, we will know that what is alliteration. Alliteration is a literary device in which there is a repetition of a particular sound in a particular line. It means in a line when there is repetition of a sound in the beginning of the two different words, then it is called alliteration. You see the first line of the poem. When the humid shadows hover, here the sound her in the humid and her in the hover has been repeated. So it is called alliteration. Likewise, in the second line, over all the starry spheres. In the second stanza, in the second line, there is repetition of the sound sh in starry and sphere. So there is uh, alliteration. Another literary device that has been used here is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is a literary device in which a word indicating to a sound is used. In the last line, there is a word patter. Patter word is used to indicate the sounds which is made by the falling of the raindrops or drops of the water. So there is onomatopoeia. Okay, let us move to the next stanza. Every tinkle on the singles has an echo in the heart, and the thousands of dreamy fancies into busy being start, and a thousand recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. In the second stanza, the poet will describe what is the effect of the raindrops when he what is the effect over him when he listens the raindrops falling over the his roof, and what is the magic that the raindrops, the musical sound of the raindrops creates in him. Here in the first line, the poet says, every tinkle on the shingles. Tinkle means the short light ringing sound. Shingles means the rectangular wooden tiles that is used on the top of the roof. Let us see the explanation of the poem. The poet is expressing his feelings when he hears the raindrops falling on the rooftop of his house. He says that every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart. Whenever he hears the rains falling on the rooftop, the sound repeats in his heart and in his mind, in his dream. He has many different fanciful imagination. He adds that this sound of rain falling on the rooftop creates many new different dreams in his mind. He recollects many memories of the past which come back into his mind as he dreams. So, he says that as he listens to the patter of the rain upon the roof, he has many new dreams in his mind, and memories of the past come back into form of the dreams. So you see, basically in this poem, in this stanza, the poet has expressed what is the effect of those raindrops falling on his roof. Let us move to the next stanza. Now in memory comes my mother, as she used in the years agone, to regard the darling dreamers ere she left then till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I list to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Here, the poet introduces his mother. He says that he is dreaming of his mother, as he has told in the previous stanza that the rain brings memories of the past. It is memory of his mother who is no longer alive. In the past, she used to love him a lot. She used to consider him a darling, and when she would let him sleep till day break and have sweet dreams. The poet can still feel that his mother is looking at him as he listens to the song made by the raindrops falling on the rooftop of his room. The sound of the rain makes him correlate his past with his present. That is why the poet is moved by the sound of the raindrops on the shingles of his room. Whenever he hears this sound, it brings him back the memories of the past, and he is reminded of his mother. So this was the explanation of the poem. Watch the video, and if you have any doubt, let me know.